Welcome to Silent Screams, Loud Strength, the podcast where we turn pain into power, silence into strength, and healing into a journey to self-discovery. I am your host, Samantha Avril-Andreassen, and today we are diving into the most important transformative journey a survivor can take, moving forward from surviving to truly thriving. If you have ever felt like you are stuck in a survival mode, constantly bracing for the next setback, this episode is for you. I have been there. I have lived in that space where you are and where you feel like you are holding your breath, just trying to make it through another day. But what if I told you that life is meant for so much more than survival? In Silent Screams, Loud Strength, Healing Within, and the Little Voice That Rose, I share my journey of rediscovering myself after trauma. It wasn't easy, but it was possible. And today I am here telling you, and I'm going to walk you through practical steps to help you start rebuilding life and shifting from survival mode into a life where you can truly thrive. So, understanding the survival mindset. In Silent Screams, Loud Strength, I wrote about how trauma forces us into survival mode, a state where we live in high alert, expecting danger, even when it's no longer there. Survival mode keeps you alive, but it doesn't let you live. So what are these signs that make you feel stuck in survival mode? Is you struggle to feel joy or excitement about the future. You're constantly feeling anxious, on the edge, exhausted even. You avoid deep conversations or deep emotional work because it feels overwhelming. You feel guilty when you prioritize yourself. In Healing Within, I explain that trauma imprints itself on our nervous system. The body keeps the score. Your mind, the body needs time to understand that the danger has now passed. That's why shifting from surviving to thriving isn't just a mental shift. It's a full body transformation. So your mind, body and soul needs to be in unison in order to move past this. So rebuilding yourself, the action plan what would that look like? I would say acknowledging that you are more than your trauma, because you are. For a long time, I thought my identity was tied in what happened to me. But you are more than your pain. You are more than your past. So, affirmation, I am not my trauma. I am becoming the best version of myself. Create the world that is safe, inward and outward. That's one of the hardest things to do after trauma, to trust yourself again. I doubted my decisions. I questioned my worth. But in Healing Within, I write about the plan of moving forward through the MMPE method. If you want to know more about that, you will need to get the book or listen to my next episode. I chose to create a safe space for myself. Speak to yourself with kindness. Build rituals of self-care, journaling, meditation, movement, executing your plans. Remember and remind yourself that you are safe. Even when old fears surface, you need to reinforce your mindset to remember that you are safe now. So affirmations: I am safe now. I give myself permission to heal and grow. These affirmations are really powerful. Reconnect with joy and playfulness. In the little voice that I wrote about how children naturally express themselves. They dance, they sing, they believe in their own voice. Somewhere along the way, we unlearned this. So to thrive, you must reclaim that joy. What did you love doing as a child? Do it again. What makes you laugh? Invite more laughter into your life now. Allow yourself to play, to dream, to believe in magic again. So affirmations like, I allow myself to experience joy without guilt or fear, and repeating them to yourself. That would help. So I have a few questions that have been posed to me by some of my listeners. I have been in a survival mode for a long time, and I don't know how to relax. Every time I try, I feel anxious. How do I start trusting that I'm actually safe? Well, my answer to that is trauma rewires our nervous system, so feeling safe won't happen overnight. It starts small. Try deep breaths exercises. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Using grounding techniques, touching something soft, focus on the scent, drink a warm tea, repeat, I am safe in this moment. The second question was, how do I stop feeling guilty for prioritizing myself? I feel like I am being selfish when I focus on my healing. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish, it is essential. So would you expect someone else to neglect their well-being for you? So you need to reframe your self-care as self-respect. Taking care of yourself makes you a better person and better equipped to help others. Say this: caring for myself is not selfish, it is necessary. It is a necessity. One final question was, I feel stuck. I want to thrive, but I don't even know where to start. What's the first step? Well, the first step is choosing to believe you deserve more. So write down one thing you want for yourself, like peace, happiness, and confidence. Take one small action towards that goal. Journal, movement, self-reflection. Celebrate your small steps every day. You take a step forward. It's a way to healing and thriving. So thriving, what it really means. What does it mean? Thriving doesn't mean your past disappears. It doesn't mean you won't have bad days. Thriving means you trust yourself again. You believe you are worthy of love and success. You create a life that is built on your terms, not on the fear of your trauma. You wake up feeling excited about your future, not fearful of it. I have a few affirmations here that you might be interested in. They have worked for me. They are affirmations and reflections. I want to start featuring your voice in my future episodes. So today If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to send me a message. Your favorite affirmation, if you would. Reflect on what thriving actually means. A small victory for your healing journey. If you can share those, that would be really good. I would love to hear from you. But most importantly, you need to believe and trust yourself again. So, on that note, I would say my affirmation for you is I trust myself again. I believe that I am worthy of love, abundance, and success. I create a life that is built on my own terms and not my fears and my past traumas. I will wake up every morning excited for the future and never fearful. I am worthy of love, success, abundance, and all beautiful things. So thank you for being part of my journey today. If this episode resonated with you, please leave a review, subscribe, leave a comment too. Join me on social media. I'll be honored to hear from you. Let's walk this path together. And remember, you deserve joy and happiness, and you are worthy of thriving in this life.